I want to talk to you about a certain phrase we hear at work, and that is, let's just be open and honest about this. So we've all heard it in a meeting room or a performance review. Things are tense, the project might be stalling, and someone sighs and says, look, let's just be open and honest with each other. It sounds like the perfect solution, right? It's the golden rule of modern workplace culture. But I'm going to say something that might surprise you. Let's just be open and honest is often the most dangerous phrase in a conflict. In fact, without the right framework, honesty isn't a bridge. It's what I call a wrecking ball. Today, I'm breaking down why this classic advice fails and what you should be doing instead to actually fix a broken professional relationship. The first problem is that people mistake honesty for venting. When someone is given permission to be honest in the heat of a conflict, they usually drop what I call a truth bomb. So they say things like, honestly, okay, I think your management style is aggressive. Or, to be fair, nobody in the team trusts your data. So as a mediator, I see this sort of thing all of the time. Radical honesty without radical empathy is just cruelty. In a workplace, the truth is rarely an objective fact. It's usually a filtered version of your own frustrations. So when you lead with that, the other person doesn't think, oh, thank you for that insight. They go into survival mode. Their brain shuts down, their defences go up, and the chance of a resolution hits just about zero. The second problem is the safety gap. Asking people to be open and honest assumes that the environment is safe enough for them to do so. But if there's a power imbalance, like a manager talking to a direct report, or if there's a history of people being honest and then getting sidelined for it, then asking for honesty is actually a trap. In these cases, let's be honest, usually results in one of two things. Firstly, performative honesty. So people say what they think you want to hear. And then secondly, the sacrifice. So one person is actually honest. They offend a stakeholder and then the relationship is permanently scarred. So as a mediator, I don't ask for honesty first. I work on safety first. So you can't build a house on a swamp and you can't have a difficult conversation on a foundation of distrust. Here is where open honesty really goes off the rails. When we're honest, we tend to describe our intentions, but we judge other people on their impact. So you might say, I was just being honest. I was trying to help you when I took over that presentation. But the other person's honest reality is, you undermined me right in front of the board. So when both sides are just being honest about their own perspective, they end up talking past each other. They're describing two different movies. Being open doesn't help if you're only open about your own side of the story. You also have to be open to the possibility that your truth is only half the picture. So if we aren't just opening the floor for honesty, what are we doing? In mediation, we move from open honesty to tactical transparency. And here are three things that you can do instead. Replace honest with specific. Instead of, I'm being honest, your work is sloppy, try, I noticed 3 typos in the final draft that went to that client. Facts are fixable, character judgments are not. Secondly, the edit rule. Before you speak, ask yourself, is this truth designed to move us forward, or is it just to get it off my chest? If it's just for you, keep it in your notebook. Then ask, don't tell. Instead of being honest about your teammate, be honest about your curiosity. Try saying something like, I've noticed our communication has dropped off lately, and I'm wondering whether that's what you think also. Conflict in the workplace isn't solved by shouting the truth from the rooftops. It's solved by creating a space where the truth can be heard without destroying the person listening. Stop asking for honesty and start asking for clarity. It's a small shift in the language, but it's the difference between a productive team and an HR nightmare. If you're navigating a difficult situation at work and feel that talking it out has only made it worse, you are not alone. Hit the subscribe button for more strategies on how to handle workplace friction like a pro. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's the worst piece of honest feedback you've ever received?